want you to really understand that within the last 5 years, my life did a complete tornado. In 5 years, I lost my daughter. I had cancer twice. My son was robbed, and my baby girl had a stroke. My God. In 5 years, let me add one more thing, and my mama died.
Listen.
5 years.
My God.
But I want you to know.
Thank you for the oil, Lord Jesus.
When he names you, he equips you. I'm moving, but I want you to know. When he calls you, he equips you.
Yes, ma'am.
And the things that we think we can't endure, we can, because greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I want you to know that in 2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And in 2011, after I had multiple surgeries, they told me that there was less than a 1% chance that it would come back. Because the decision that I made was a decision to get a bilateral mastectomy. And I'm very open with it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. The doctor said there is less than 1% chance that it will come back. Well, in 2014, the devil roared his head up again and it came back. But that time it came back with a vengeance. Yeah. It came back 2 different types. And a type that was not really detectable. Y'all not hearing me?
We listening. Say it.
We sat in the midst of doctors, professionals that go to school for years. That told my husband and I there is nothing we can do. In other words, go home and write your obituary. Go home and make your funeral arrangements. Go home and get your stuff in order because you are not going to make it. I'm not telling you this for you to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you this because I want you to know that God is real. And he's beyond coming to church on Sunday morning. So in 2014, on the way home that day when they told me there was nothing that they could do, it was silence in the car with my husband and I. And as we were driving, I was just thinking, I don't even know what I was thinking. But all I knew was that I had to get to the place where I could find God. I had to get to the place where God could hear me and I could hear him.
Go ahead, say that.
I knew that place was in my home. Ladies, this is my first point to you. Find a place that you make the place that you hear God and you speak to God in your home. I went to the basement of my home. The basement is the lowest place in your house. I'm helping somebody right here. Because I knew I had to humble myself. I could not go before God anyway. I couldn't go before him emotional. I couldn't go before him prideful. I had to lower myself so that he would hear my cry. I could not utter a word. All I could do was allow the Holy Spirit to make an intercession for me.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to know that after a few minutes of being on the floor, the dog was there and my husband was there. Somebody came to join in with me. When I got up from that place, the Lord said to me, go where I send you. He said to me, you have to complete the entire process. I said, what is the entire process? He didn't answer me. He said, go where I send you, they'll have the answer. That Tuesday, I went to a hospital in Baltimore, and I'm there, and I'm a little nervous, and I'm a little anxious, and the doctors are all around me. It's about 4 or 5 of them. And the doctor looked at me, and she said, this is not something that we have not seen before. She said, we got you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
so what God told me on that floor, she confirmed in that room. I wanted to dance heaven down right in that room. Because I knew that what God said was real. I want you to know that today I stand here after 19 weeks of chemotherapy, 30 days of radiation, 26 surgeries, declaring the word of the Lord. I want you to know absolutely nothing too hard for God. There is absolutely nothing God cannot do. There is absolutely nothing God cannot fix. I know why I'm here in marriages. I'm going to go to the word, but the Lord deals with me sometimes prophetically if it's okay for me to say something. I don't know why I'm here in marriages, but God's going to fix it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jesus.
He's going to fix it. He's going to fix it. I came today as an encouragement to you, just to say that there's nothing too hard for Him.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And sometimes, people of God, we don't even know who we are. We don't even know what we can do. We don't even know what we can handle until we get in that place. But I came today just to say to somebody, when the dust settles, God's going to prove who you really are. When the dust settles, He's going to prove who you really are. About a year ago, I sought the